BK Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And the Milwaukee starting 5. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then it's Gary Harris. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in at the 2 guard. And for Orlando, the Wagner brothers both on the floor. Franz at small forward. Mo in the middle. Suggs and Bane team up as the back. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4. Every NBA season has its ups and downs through the year, Clark. Must be hard to stay focused through all that.
Yeah, you're speaking the truth there because, one, the external factors are ever present. Noise from the outside. But also, you're in your own head. More than anybody else. So being able to stay focused is critically important, and it's a mental discipline and it's something that players have to work at. This is where you want Wagner to have the ball, right under the bucket where he can do the most damage.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Pass to Bane. To the paint. Here's Wagner. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Last game we saw him with 32 points. It's rebounded by Ben Carroll. And so Ben Carroll will bring it up for Orlando. The 3 from Suggs. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. To the inside. Out to Harris. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Shot clock at 5. Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Reddish is checked in for Harris.
Number 23, Cam Reddish.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. You know, Clark last season saw the passing of Junior Bridgman, who played 10 seasons with the Bucks and whose jersey hangs in their rafters.
Yeah, he was a consistent, reliable scorer and just a quality teammate as well. But his legacy extends far beyond what he did in his 10-year career, which was quite impressive. His legacy as a businessman, philanthropist, community leader was, in many ways, unparalleled. Just a terrific guy and a great loss to Louisville, to the basketball family, but also to humanity. He was a shining star in all that he did for others.
Milwaukee with the ball. After the basket by Orlando. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Ben Carroll is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Impressive numbers he's putting up, averaging just over 28 points a game. There's a screen by Turner. Rollins gets the bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
And stolen by Banchero. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Shoots from the elbow. And again, it's Orlando converting.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Bucks trail by 6. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and Coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Reddish with it. Wagner picks him up. Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Shakes him. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
The 3 from Bane. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Reddish. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Jones comes in for Suggs. Antetokounmpo, stolen by Carter. Jones with the ball, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Here's Carter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
Howard's checked in for Jones. Now here's Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Banchero. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Anthony finds Antetokounmpo. Got it. Antetokounmpo has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
Outside Carter. Wagner outside. Back to Carter. Oh, stolen by Turner. Pass to Rollins. Out to Anthony. Here's Reddish. And the 3-pointer goes.
When you find some room, take advantage. Rise up and fire.
1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Wagner outside. Wagner against Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Banchero left side. Orlando again missing.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Orlando's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner outside. Carter, the pass to Wagner. Banchero against Reddish. And again, unable to change momentum here. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Banchero. 3-pointer, Anthony. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Orlando ahead, leading by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
And let's go to the sidelines for an update on Kevin Porter's injury.
Thanks, guys. I got some news from the Bucks head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They need all hands on deck, so they're giving the green light, but they'll keep a close eye on his injury as the game rolls on. Back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Then it's Cole Anthony. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Rollins in at the shooting guard. The Bucks trail. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012. Seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Here's Batadze, and Batadze throws it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Anthony, left side. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Prepared to let it fly. Anthony was just waiting for the rock.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Jones. And over on the leaderboard, the big men who have made the most of their scoring opportunities over the past 10 games. In the third spot, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The challenge for bigs is not only to create high percentage looks, but to also finish consistently. This group, they do just that.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Banchero against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Antetokounmpo, right side. It's hauled in by the Magic. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Down low. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Banchero's got 6 points.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Against contact, Giannis stays strong.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Banchero outside. Here's De Silva, still without a bucket. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 2.
Right there. I mean, Carter using his instincts and his motor to track down the miss and convert it into second chance points. That's just really good work.
Pass to Rollins. Here's Anthony. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. And it's Orlando on the break. Here's Payne. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis, what rim protection from him, using that endless length.
Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Anthony. And stolen by Suggs. From deep, Payne. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title club.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats. With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And stolen by Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Here's De Silva. No good with the triple.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Back to you, Brian."
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie. Wagner's checked in for Orlando.
That was amazing. Let's hear it for your
From deep, Banchero. The rebound by Turner. Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo with it. Now Carter defending. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Carter. And it's Bane in for De Silva. Wagner with a screen. The 3 from Bane. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
Pass to Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reddish. He nails it, and we're tied. Reddish has got his second bucket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Bane. On the wing, Suggs. Turner covers. The Magic need to put one up here. No good on the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Reddish passes to Rollins. Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Lets it go from 11. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 7 rebounds in the game. Suggs finds Wagner. Suggs surveys the D. Inside. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. Wagner's got 8 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Matt, Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
When I look at Milwaukee, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year.
And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
Feels like
Appreciate you joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now Antetokounmpo, Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt, and it's Wagner in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight. Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
Suggs with a screen on Reddish. Here's Wagner. Buries it down low.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Anthony. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Banchero. throws it down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Wagner with a screen to the middle. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. Well, Clark, the Bucks certainly need to rebuild on some level, but they don't control their own draft pick until 2031.
And, B.A., that certainly makes things complicated and more difficult. A losing season won't do them any good in terms of the lottery. They've got to do their best to stay competitive while developing their young talent. That's a really difficult balancing act.
And both free throws good for Wagner.
Wagner gives you size, and he can stretch the floor as well. I mean, he's a very solid player who knows how to play the game.
On the wing, Anthony for the lead. Orlando grabs the miss. And Caro with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. And Caro no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Reddish on the wing, defended by Wagner. Pass to Rollins, three-pointer, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist of the night. Outside Bane. Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Banchero. It's hauled in by Reddish.
Trying to match threes, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
There's a screen by Turner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. Reddish on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Orlando trailing here. And Caro with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Bane, no good.
Just 1 bucket and 5 attempts so far this half. They are looking for a spark offensively.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
5th in fast break points, and they rank in the top half of the NBA in blocks, right in the middle of the pack. It's something they're looking to improve on.
And their transition offense really mirrors what's happening all around the league. Teams trying to get 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, any numbers advantage possible.
We know Mo. He's got scoring ability for sure. He's brought it to another level tonight.
Antetokounmpo against Banchero, and stolen by Suggs. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Suggs outside. Outside Bane. From deep, Banchero. Rebounded by the Bucks.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Some room here for Bane. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Bane's got 6.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bane something in rhythm.
Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth-quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late, and that's how you become a clutch performer.
Looking to end this cold spell, and Banchero with the lay-in. Give him 8 points now.
Getting it done in the paint, Banchero using his big frame to carve out space inside.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Pass to Rollins. 4 on the clock. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
when it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Suggs against Anthony. Suggs outside. The three is up. The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Wagner against Antetokounmpo. Outside Reddish. Off target from three-point range.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
And here's Milwaukee now. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 24 points for him. And Giannis throws it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Wagner with a screen on Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Wagner.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Anthony. Antetokounmpo inside. Out to Anthony. Back to Antetokounmpo. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. The three from Bane. And he can't get that one. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And we'll be back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. So on the floor for Milwaukee, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Cam Reddish, then it's Cole Anthony, and it's Rollins in at the 2. Banchero delivers inside.
Look, you can't forget the fact that Banchero averaged 20 as a rookie. We've seen him have lots of big scoring nights, and there's more to come for sure.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Suggs against Anthony. And they take the lead. And the Magic lead by 2. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Anthony against Suggs, and he banks in the layup. Suggs has got 4 points this quarter.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Pass to Reddish, lets it go from deep. Orlando grabs the miss. There's the steal on the break. Antetokounmpo outside. Anthony, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Here's Reddish. Fires in the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Inside, Carter uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Milwaukee has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Anthony up top. Outside Reddish. Throws it up high. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And there's the screen. The three from Suggs. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Reddish. And the three off target. Orlando leading. Here's Banchero. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Cam Reddish.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Carter, and it's Desmond Bane in for De Silva. Here's Suggs. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Too much Giannis.
In the fourth quarter, he's gone 3 for 4. They've really needed it.
Suggs with it. Banchero outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Banchero's got 12 points in just the second half.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Banchero cleaning up the fast break.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Banchero against Antetokounmpo. Outside Reddish. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Banchero takes it. And count it.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
And the free throw, no good. Bucks trail by 7. Stolen by Bane. Now Wagner. Suggs outside. Now Banchero. Here's Wagner.
This is why Wagner's teammates lob it his way. He knows what to do with it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Now Anthony. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Banchero. Oh, Banchero working his magic.
Hard to defend Banchero this close to the rim. Even when you contest his shot, he can still finish.
Antetokounmpo with it. Wagner picks him up. Antetokounmpo against Wagner. Here's Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo. Yes! Using that window!
Yeah, just a fantastic dime by Turner. You love seeing big men like him be so unselfish.
Banchero! Ooh, the three doesn't go. Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Wagner against Reddish. Suggs outside. Outside Banchero. Here's Wagner. For 3. Oh, it's off target. 34 seconds left in the game. And here is Antetokounmpo. Now Anthony from downtown. Wagner with the rebound. They didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.